Good morning, students. Today I am going to discuss about comprehension passages. You all have already completed comprehension passages. You all have already learned it in ICSE. In ISC also we have comprehension passage and that is in question number 4. Now you all have the basic knowledge about comprehension. So there are certain changes with ICSE in case of ISC. So I will be definitely focusing on those changes. But before that, I just want you all to read the study material minutely, since I have provided all minute details into it. So if we have to understand from comprehension passage, we need to, the passage we will be provided, if we are there to understand it, we need to read it in such a manner that its meaning, the meaning both apparent as well as symbolic, is fully comprehended or understood. We need to read it in such a way. Alright, and here I have provided you the basic aspects, means the basic things. If you follow all these stages as it is mentioned in stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, stage 4, so it will help you to understand or to comprehend the meaning of the passage quite clearly. Okay, so what you need to do is you need to read the passage as a whole to gain an overall understanding. So you need to read it again and again until or unless you get overall, at least overall understanding about the passage. Stage 2 can be means you need to read through all the questions, so that when you read it the passage, it gets clear what to look out for. So you need to not only that you need to read the passage only, you need to read the questions also, and you need to read the passage in such a way that when you will read question, you will get the idea that this particular question, it is means it is based on that particular part, and I need to read that part and get its answer. Okay, you need to reread the passage and locate those sections on which the questions are set. Okay, your answer must provide evidence of your understanding of the content and the context. Okay, now here are certain methods of answering questions. Like in explanation part, in explaining the meaning of a word or phrase, you should take care of the fact that the meaning you write is expressed in the same grammatical form as the word or phrase in the passage. Okay, means in case of I will be showing one sample passage along with its question, so that the idea, you all get the idea quite clearly. So while writing down meaning of a word or phrase, you need to be very much careful about the grammatical form of that particular word. Alright, in your ISC you will find along with providing meaning of a word or phrase, there is a different variation. Next question will be a question where you will be provided with a word that is already used in the passage, but you have to make a sentence of at least 10 words with that particular word. You have to make a sentence of at least 10 words, but in this case while writing the sentence, you need to use the same word unchanged in form but with a different meaning, okay, from that which it carries in the passage. Okay, so the same word will be used, the word will be unchanged, but its meaning unchanged in form, but its meaning will be a different one. And at the end you have summary writing, and in not more than 100 words you need to frame a summary and you need to write that. Now here obviously the summary must be based on the question given, and here are certain steps that will help you to make a clear summary. Like you need to read the passage to get a gist of the passage. Number 2 can be you need to reread the passage carefully, underlining or mentally making a note of the main ideas that it deals with. Number 3 can be you need to make a note of the main ideas of the concerned section. And number 4, it will be you have to connect the points in a logical or chronological order to form a summary in not more than 100 words. And the most important thing, you must draw grids to write the summary in exact 100 words, and after that you need to then only you will be if you do not draw grids, you will not get it will help you to count your words. Okay, you will be 10 in this manner. If you draw the grids, it will help you. Now let us focus on question 4. As you all see, you will get this sample question paper in your study material. I want each one of you to solve this, and answer of this, if required, answer of this comprehension passage will be provided in the next class. So here in question number 4, you can find that you are asked to read a passage and you need to answer question A, B and C that follow. Alright, so this is all about the passage. I want each one of you to read it. So I just skip this part. Now I will be making you understand the thing following the questions. Like question A, it says, given below are 3 words and phrases. Find the words which have a similar meaning in the passage. So here 3 words are given, like neglected, urge and significant. Now from passage you need to find out a word that has similar meaning with these words given, and here you get 3 marks. Number 2, under question A number 2, it says, for each of the words given below, write a sentence of at least 10 words using the same word unchanged in form but with a different meaning from that which it carries in the passage. So here you will find the word finding, okay, handle and thrust. So these 3 words are already used in the passage. Like in line number 4, the word finding is used. In line number 23, the word handle is used, and in line number 25, the word thrust is used. Now you have to use the very word finding, not find. You have to use finding. So that means you have to use the word and its form will remain unchanged. So you have to use the word finding only. You cannot make it find. So you cannot change its form, but its meaning will be different than it is, different from the meaning in which it is used already. Okay, as for example, if I provide you example, suppose the word tear. So sometimes TEAR, this particular word tear, it means to split something, as well as if we say tears rolling down from her eyes, so it signifies crying. So the same thing, only that the word the form will be remain unchanged, but its meaning will be a different one, different from the word originally used in the passage. I hope it's clear. Now and here you get 3 marks. Then number B. In number B you have to answer certain questions in your own words as briefly as possible. This part is known to you all. It is quite similar as you all have covered in ICSE. Now question C. In question C, as it is already explained, you have to not more than 100 words. You need to describe a certain broad question, and you have to obviously you need to keep it in your mind that you have to provide in grid form, and you will be required to write the summary in the form of a connected passage in about 100 words. So before you attempt to write in a form of a connected passage, you need to draw the grids, and those grids will help you to count your words. So this is all about comprehension. I hope you all have got clear idea about comprehension. Only one part, it's quite similar with ICSE, only this part, question B, this particular part is a bit different from ICSE. Once again I would like to make you understand this part. In this particular part you will be provided with 3 words, and those 3 words, where it is used, its location will also be provided. As you find on the screen, the word finding was used in line number 4. The word handle is used in line number 23 and thrust is used in line number 25. Now the wayfinding is used in line number 4. You need to change its meaning, but you cannot change its form, and you need to construct a sentence. You need to write a sentence of at least 10 words. The sentence must have at least 10 words and the word finding must be there, but its meaning will be different than it is used in the passage. So this is the different part. And whereas in ICSE there were in case of summary writing you had less number of words, but here you have to use words not more than 100 words. So today you will get this particular passage in your work, in your study material part, because it's difficult to provide such a big passage in your Google form. In Google Sheet it's not possible, in response sheet it's not possible, it will be difficult. So I will be providing you the passage in study material only, and questions also will be provided in study material, because it means you will face difficulty to, once you will check study material, then again Google worksheet, and then answer, reading there and writing there, it will definitely create certain problems. So for today you will get entered this entire thing in your study material part, and you are asked to solve all these questions, and you can send me through subject query button. So this much for today. If you don't get anything, if you find any sort of difficulty to understand anything, you have live class. We will be discussing on it in our live class. So this much for today. Thank you. Have a nice day.